Hey guys, Hastings here, and welcome to another episode of Mods On, a series that I haven't done in a while actually. I really haven't played much of GTA at all, apart from to do the odd heist or two. But yeah, I'm back with this series, and I decided to use one of the vehicles from said heists. Decided to go for the absolutely mahoosive Vapid Guardian. This could be interesting, as there are some quite twisty sections on this track. Normally I get rid of the thing down in the bottom corner so I don't know what lap time I'm doing. But I normally just do that by turning the HUD off. But it just doesn't seem to have worked this time round. I don't know if it's a change in the update from Heist or whatever. I'm just... well, I don't really know. But without me rambling on too long, you know this is a completely stock version of the Guardian. And I'll go and do my warm-up lap and I'll catch you for some hopefully quite fast laps very shortly. Well, that went badly. Okay then, as we come to start our first flying lap, let's hope we can get through the first chicane without too much trouble. Take it nice and slow, nice and cautious for the first lap, just to make sure we actually get round there. Same with the nice, very tight section afterwards. Just take it a little bit more cautiously than we might later on, just to get round there. As I've said many times before in this series, I do like to sort of take it a little bit easy on the first lap, and just to make sure I get at least one semi-representative time in for the car. It seems to be so slow that I don't seem to have to worry about handling, because it's just completely flat out everywhere so far, apart from the very twisty section at the start. It's not going to be flat out around here though, that's a very tight hairpin. It seems to handle it pretty well for such a big car. Although, like I say, it's going to be pretty damn slow. I think some of the fastest cars have just about finished by now, and we're just sort of coming onto the chicanes down the back straight, and getting a little bit lucky onto two wheels there. I think it could struggle around here. I don't really want to. I think I'm gonna have to use the handbrake in future laps. That's lap 1 completed. I'm quite happy about that. Let's go on to the next lap, taking it a little bit more of a risk. Oh, and I've knocked into that, so that's ruined this lap. So I will shoot round, finish it off, and I'll see you for the start of the next one. Okay, let's start the next lap, and hope we can get a little bit further than previously. If we just get through the chicane, it'd be quite a nice place to start. Oh yeah, running over the flat bits though. It's not the best way to get around there. Just about missing the tyre barrier on the inside, and managing to get through the first section fairly cleanly. As per usual, this section over here, as well as the section on the back straight, is probably where we're going to pick up most of our time with all the power upgrades. It's a little bit disappointing really that all of the upgrades seem to be for acceleration in this game, with sort of minimal effect on the handling and the braking and the top speed when you upgrade any of the cars. How, like, for a car nut like myself, I think it would just be absolutely incredible if you could have an open world game like GTA, and then mix that with the sort of the crew, where you've got the sort of embedded tracks, but to Forza level standards and Forza level car customization and selection as well. That'd be like the perfect game, because I'm not hugely into the shoot 'em up aspect of GTA, but it is very entertaining, that's for sure. Yeah, using the handbrake around that final corner definitely seems to be better option. We've got just 2 laps to go now. See if we can get another 2 clean laps in. That'd be nice. Oh my days, that was a big incident. This car doesn't seem to like bouncing off the hay bales. Sometimes I seem to get away with it running over the small bit, but that time I didn't. Okay, I'll see you for the next lap. Okay, as we come on to the final flying lap, see if we can get another competitive time in. Seem to... no, Jesus, no. That's really weird, because when I go past these barrack bales, if you go over it like that, apart from the fact I hit the other one, you can get over them relatively quickly and not be much of a big deal, but sometimes you just hit it and absolutely fly. Anyway, so that is the end of this car's competitive running. I'll go and finish off the lap, and I'll jump in the upgraded car and see you for it very shortly. I'm back with my fully upgraded version of the Guardian. As per usual, it has got every single possible performance upgrade. I don't need to list them all out because if you've seen other videos, I've done that before and I just can't be bothered. And you know what all the upgrades are anyway, all the standard stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in, get on with my warm-up lap, and I will catch you very shortly for some, hopefully, again, rather fast laps. This car does not like doing warm-up laps. Okay, I had a pretty poor run around the final corner of my warm-up lap, but we'll start the first flying lap nonetheless. Hopefully we can get through here without any troubles. Yep, nice and neatly. Don't know why I can't seem to do that on the warm-up laps with this car. It doesn't want to warm up, it just wants to go full pelt all the time, which it now can do as we use, I'm assuming, a lot of horsepower to drag this rather heavy vehicle along the straight rather quickly, or at least in comparison to the standard version. I'm relatively disappointed with the visual upgrades on this car, to be honest. It looks pretty awesome as it is, and I like it slammed. It looks I don't know what I was going to say. It looks better, I guess, in my opinion, with the greatly lowered suspension. And ditto with the chrome exhausts. But the chrome exhausts only really work if you chrome the bottom bit as well. Because I had that on matte black to start with. And because it reflected off the shiny metallic-y red that I've got, which looked kind of cool. Same with the rear bumper that you can see. But the chrome pipes then looked out of place, so I changed it to chrome. And yeah, you don't really care, but that's just a little story with my car. But once again, we've got around the first lap rather cleanly, and now we can just go and try and improve as we go onto the second lap. Once again, getting up over the bridge and letting the car use all of its more power, I presume, to get up the hill. Doesn't seem to be as good on the brakes with the upgraded car. I presume that the brakes aren't upgraded in as much in relation to how much the power's upgraded, so you're going faster, but even though the brakes are better, they're not as good in relation to what they were before, if that makes sense. Which I think it does. At least it makes sense to me anyway. But yeah, apart from that, this car, it just feels quite a bit nicer to drive. It definitely feels faster going down the straights. More nimble, which I'm going to attribute to the suspension being less wallowy, although it does still get stuck up on the bales, although most cars, even with ridiculously low race car suspension, do that. So that's buggered up that lap, so I'll catch up with you for the next one. Okay, coming up to start the next lap now, and I can't actually remember what I was talking about. It was only a few seconds ago. I remember saying the car seemed better in many aspects, but I can't remember what aspect I'd stopped on when I crashed. I'm going to take a punt and say it was something to do with the suspension, it feeling more nimble. Yes, oh yeah, because then I said, yeah, right, okay, that's what I was talking about. Doesn't help me because I've got no idea what I was going to say after that, but yeah, I do really rather like this, let's call it a vehicle, shall we? It's not really a car, is it? I'm a big fan of the trucks in general on this game. Not the big. Ooh, we've bounced off the barrier. It's all right. Carry on. Not the big trucks like the 18 wheelers and stuff, but the pickups. I've got a very nice Bison that I really do rather like. You've already seen that I've got the Rusty Rebel, which I'm very fond of, and this as well. Specifically like this one and the Bison, just because you can sit people in the truck bed, which I think is awesome. As well as getting 4 people in the cab as well. So, nice 6-person. Ooh, overshot the chicane. Not chicane, hairpin. That's the one. I know corners. Honest. Yeah, you can get 6 people in these, which is kind of cool, I guess. And I just think it's funny. It's like, if you're going into a mission with 6 people, and you're going to drive straight into a shoot 'em up, who draws the short straw and has to sit on the back and be nice and exposed? But, yeah, that's just my opinion. It's me being a little bit, I don't know, weird, I guess. Everyone has their own opinion, so I'll just use that as an excuse. Ooh, getting a little bit out of shape as we take the bump up the hill. Seems to have compromised the run up through the section as well. It's one of the very few cars that seems to be able to take that section flat out, probably because it is just so slow. Uh, I think only the Rebel before this has been able to take that flat out as well, and that was able to run over the dirt on the next section as well, so it had an even shallower line. Let's hope we can get through the chicane a bit nicer. There we go. I've probably slowed down a little bit too much there, but I was nice and neat through there, so it may have evened itself out. Braking a little bit early. Oh no, I thought I was trying to start braking a little bit earlier this time, but I still managed to miss the apex, as it were. I don't really want to clip the apex on that corner because it's a tyre barrier, but oh, I thought that was going to go spectacularly wrong then, but we seem to get away with it. Running slightly wide, clipping the tyre bundle ever so slightly. We just about got away with it, so we'll carry on. Regardless, powering up now. See if we can get a better run through here. Sort of not get out of shape. There's a little bit of a bump there as it just about goes uphill as the road. Well, technically you're taking a junction there, so it's like a little bit of a bump on the junction where the two roads connect. We seem to have a bit of a better run up there this time, although I've messed it up through there again. Taking out the stop sign once again, just managing to miss the Armco this time. Yeah, that wasn't the best run through that corner, although the rest of the lap seemed relatively clean. We've had a little scrape on the tyre barrier earlier on in the lap. See if we can go any faster through here. Just, oh my, that was lucky. That was really lucky. Yeah, oh my, what have I done? What have I done? That was probably on for a fairly good lap then, I think. It had a really good run through the long chicane. Once again, I've messed it up on the last lap. So I'll go and finish this race off, find out what my best time was, and I'll catch up with you very shortly for the times and the tables.
The standard version of the Guardian managed a lap time of 1 minute 15.309, which, I'm looking at the rest of the table, is over 2 seconds slower than anything else we've had so far. So yeah, it is pretty slow, to say the least. However, the lap time itself is not what we're looking for in this series. We're looking to see what cars can improve by the most, and the fully upgraded time to a lap time of 1 minute 11.321. Yeah, that's the slowest fully upgraded time as well. So, but again, that doesn't necessarily matter. That gives this car a gain of just shy of 4 seconds, yeah. Okay, my voice just went very high and I missed some words. That was weird. I don't like it. But yeah, the gain was just shy of 4 seconds, which puts it sort of near the middle-ish of the table. It's kind of middle to bottom of the table, so it's not great, but it's not the worst car we've had, even though it's technically not actually a car. Whatever. So, that's pretty much all to say. So thank you very much for watching, and leave a comment and a like, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, Hastings out. Goodbye.